Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to another week in my life. I love filming these videos, so I thought I would do another one. This week in the life is kind of going to be, I want to say different, but I don't know that for sure yet. But it's just me here. My boyfriend's gone home, my flatmate's gone home, so for this entire week it's just going to be me living here by myself, which is kind of both cool and weird. I haven't really done it since I've moved into uni, so it just will be interesting to see. It is exam season, so I can't promise that it's going to be anywhere near as exciting as any of my other videos. Today I was going to go out to the park, but it's 13 degrees outside, which is kind of a bit in the middle of the temperature, so I think I'm going to go on Wednesday or Thursday because it's close to 20 degrees and I can really only go out once because I've just got so much work to get on with. So today's probably just honestly going to be me sitting at my desk doing loads of work. I might pop out and get a coffee because there's a really cheap coffee place up the road and it gives me a chance to go out. For my breakfast, this has kind of been my go-to now that my friends moved out and I can actually cook banana again. Scrambled oats, you literally just mix 2 mashed bananas and oats, but it does make you really full. So this is kind of my lunch and breakfast combined because it is 11:30. Some blackberries in there. Update about my book, this was in my last video. I love this. The movie itself is brilliant, but this is so good. I'm glad I watched the movie first though, because the book is a lot more confusing to follow. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I would film this. Apologies for my last video. I don't know why the hell I added 3 minutes of pitch black silence on the end of my video. I think my laptop maybe just had a glitch or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's really hard to get yourself into the study mindset when it's such nice weather outside. Like, all I want to do is sit outside right now, but I don't have a garden, so it's not even like I can work outside. I have so much work to do, so I kind of just have to suck it up and get on with it now, and then hopefully I can enjoy myself closer towards the end of the week. But tomorrow my mum actually has a job to Nottingham, so I think she might stay round tomorrow night, which will be really nice. It will kind of break up the week and give me a bit of company. It's always nice. So that's really all I'm going to film. I don't want to go too much into this. I don't really have anything else to say. Head's not really working too much because I got an awful sleep last night. I don't want to sound like a wimp when I say it, but as you all know, I have sleep paralysis, but it really does get to me. Like, as much as I joke about it, it took me like 3 hours last night to work up the courage to turn my light off because I'm so scared of sleeping by myself. So I think that's something that I need to try and work on. Anyway, enough about that. I'm gonna have my breakfast and get on with some work. Okay, I have been working for a really long time now and I fancy a coffee, so I'm gonna go and walk up to the coffee shop just up my road, plus it gets me out the house a bit. I have changed t-shirts again. I don't know why I said that as if anyone's actually gonna care that I've changed t-shirts, but anyway, let's go and get a coffee. Other than the fact I'm basically dying of hay fever, this is a really nice walk. Morning everyone, my mum is going to be here in about an hour and a half, so I thought I would quickly film something now. Otherwise I probably won't end up filming anything tonight. I'm obviously just going to be spending time with her. I have been doing my work obviously over at my desk. I feel like that's all I do at the moment. My essay that I've got to work on is due in about 2 weeks and it's a 3,000 word essay and I'm currently on about 4,200 words and I can't find any way to cut it down, otherwise I'll just be losing valuable information. This is the bit where I'm just like, oh, Oh god, because like I've got all the information, I just need to cut it down. Had a bit of a freak out last night because I was sitting in bed thinking, oh my god, my dissertation is due on the 24th, and like I haven't even done my discussion yet or anything. I've got so much to work through. I remember it back to last year. Obviously I didn't have a dissertation to write, but I still had loads of essays and assignments. It's genuinely like you can't have any rest during this period. You just have to spend all your time writing and studying, and it can get so exhausting. But I've been working for about 2 hours now, so I think I'm gonna just have a break there and maybe have a cup of tea or a coffee or something. I don't know what I'm doing with my mom. We might be going out for dinner, we might have dinner here, we might go to the cinema. Genuinely no clue. Also, look at how red my eyes are from the hay fever. I have been itching them like crazy. That's why I'm not wearing mascara today, because I just end up looking like a panda. Right, hi everyone. I thought I would quickly hop on here now that I actually have a bit of time to film something. Obviously, like you saw, my mum came, we went and got a couple drinks at a pub, and then we went to a really nice Indian restaurant. And it was kind of a bit like tapas style, where you have a few different options. Food was amazing, and then we came back and went to sleep. Before she headed back home, we also went and got some really good sandwiches from a shop literally just up the road, and we ate them in the park, although it wasn't quite as sunny as I thought it was going to be, but it doesn't matter. It was lovely to see her. I really missed her, and it was nice to have a bit of company anyway. So she left about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock-ish. I immediately hopped onto my laptop, and I've basically been working since then. So I've kind of done about 6 hours solid work. I was feeling okay this morning. I've had a really bad migraine all day, but my mood has suddenly just dropped in like the last kind of hour or so. I don't know if it's hormones. I am due my period in like 2 days, so it probably is hormones. I have been so stressed about all of my work. Being in the same spot every single day, like getting up, just going straight to your desk, is really difficult. Also, not seeing people can be really difficult. It just feels like there's nothing different, like every day is the exact same. I was gonna go to the gym tonight as well, because I haven't managed to go since Sunday. And although I've been doing over 15,000 steps a day, which is really good, I felt really guilty for not going tonight. And I was almost gonna go just so that I would get rid of that guilty feeling. But physically I'm exhausted, like I can barely stay awake. And also I don't want to get into the mindset of you need to go to the gym tonight, otherwise that's really bad, because that's not how it should be, and I don't want to get into that kind of mindset. So I think I'm gonna go on a nice walk, generally just around the area. So I did call my boyfriend because I am actually really missing him, but I am seeing him in 3 days, so that'll be really nice. I think I'm gonna treat myself to some cake. I've got 2 really old bananas and a shit ton of flour that I have nothing to do with. So I figured I'd make some banana bread tonight as kind of like a reward to myself for doing so much work these last few days. I haven't really been very good at getting out what I'm thinking today. I thought I would just show you guys, like I do get very stressed, but I do know that the hormones aren't helping. Like I can feel it bubbling inside of me. I think I'm gonna go on a walk now. everyone, just about to head out. Annoyingly, I realised I'm actually wearing the exact same jumper as I have done for like the last 3 days. I probably seem like I have no clothes. Got my bag all ready. I'm hoping to go to one of my favourite coffee shops and just get a load of work done. I couldn't go last time because they had a like no laptop policy, so I really hope they don't have that today. If they do, I'm just gonna have to go to my student union. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice day today. Hi everyone, I'm finally finished so I can go to the gym, which in contrast to yesterday, I'm actually looking forward to so much more. I do have cramps, but I've read somewhere that physical exercise really helps with cramps, but that's supposedly, so I have no clue whether that's true or not. I don't know how, but I have managed to go all the way through all of the comments on my dissertation, which is about 10,000 words, and work through. I wanted to go to the gym earlier than I am going to, but I said to myself, look, get this done, otherwise you're not going. Like, I won't have a clear mind if I didn't get it finished, and now I can go and clear my head. I'm gonna put my hair up. It's really greasy, so please ignore that. I'm due my period soon, so that obviously makes me bloat more. But I think something in my diet is making me bloat really easily. But I don't know what it is. Like, hold on. This is me sucking in, but this is me not sucking in. And I don't know what the hell this is from because today I've only had a yogurt bowl and a slice of toast with avocado on and my coffee. Some days I feel a bit happier with the way that my body looks, and some days I think I'm like a hideous gross monster or an ogre. But I don't want to be one of those people, but I am slightly nervous about the fact summer's coming up and I will have to be in a bikini, because I can kind of appreciate my body if it's in leggings or a dress where everything's kind of neatly contained. When it's in a bikini, I suddenly feel so much more vulnerable. I can point out a lot more flaws in myself, which I don't like. Going to the gym obviously does help me, but like I said yesterday, I don't want to get in a mindset of I need to go because I'm gonna get insanely obese and really, really unhealthy. I swear to God, my hair grows so fast. About a month ago, my ponytail was about this short. I just still feel like a kid. I don't know, I've got a really bad habit of comparing myself to other people my age that happen to look older and think that's what I'm meant to look like and I actually look younger. I think that comes from me in school. I was always the kind of more childlike one. Like, I never swore. I didn't really drink. Never had any boyfriends, really. I always fancied boys, but I never had anyone fancy me. Yeah, I just looked like a child. Now I'm older, like, even if someone would like, oh, I feel like I'm going on a completely different tangent here, but it doesn't matter. Specifically in first year was when I noticed the big difference. I came to uni, no one knew anything about me, so I would kind of dress how I wanted to. And I remember someone came up to me in a nightclub on the first night and said that I was fit, and I'd never been called fit. If I got a compliment in middle school, it would be like, oh, she's really nice, or she might be really pretty. I feel like have very different meanings. But I can't see myself as like a fit person because I never felt older or like more mature, and I'm actually still in a bit of that mindset. It's kind of going away as I've gotten older. Now I've got a boyfriend, so I'm like, well, someone must think I'm attractive. It's really weird. I feel like no one really talks about that. If you were the less mature one in your friend group, or you didn't get as much boy attention, when you suddenly get it, or if you suddenly get it. I mean, I never thought I was particularly ugly, but I've definitely had a glow up. Then is it really a glow up if I was like 14? So I feel like that's just something that if you were always pretty or you always got male attention, then it probably won't feel any different. But maybe I should just go to the gym. Just forget about this clip of the video. This is what happens when you don't live with anyone and you don't have anyone to talk to. First person I physically spoke to today was the man in the coffee shop that asked if I wanted sugar. I've got too much energy. I need to go now because I don't even know how to end this clip of the video. One thing about me is I cannot go to bed until everything in my room is put exactly where it needs to be. So I need to do that now. Hi everyone, I'm back from the park. It's about 4 o'clock now, half 4. My legs are killing me. I don't know if that's just because of the gym yesterday, but I've also done about 15,000 steps today. One thing about me is I feel very unclean all the time because I have loads of like minor medical conditions that make me feel really unclean. Like, this is so gross, but my ears make way too much wax compared to the normal person. I then have eczema, dry skin, hyperhidrosis, which means I sweat loads. This is so grim, but you know what? It should be spoken about. Basically, I always feel unclean, so a really big thing I kind of have to do when I get in from somewhere is take off my face makeup. Mascara is not too much of an issue. Whatever comes off on here needs to come off as soon as I get in. Anyway, I went into Little Sainsbury's. I don't really have a lot of food left because I was planning on doing a food shop tomorrow, but my boyfriend comes back on Sunday, so we're gonna do a food shop then. Now I'm gonna have some banana bread because I am hungry, but it's too close to dinner time to have any kind of lunch. Plus my scrambled eggs were kind of like a lunch anyway, so I'm gonna treat myself to some banana bread and then get on with some more work. Okay, I think, touch wood, my dissertation is actually done. All I need to do now is make sure my references are properly finished, but that's something for tomorrow. Like, that's not actually a hard job. It's 8:30 now. I've been working for a really long time and my head is about to explode, so I'm gonna make some dinner, do no more work for today. Hey guys, I don't normally film this kind of stuff on here, but I thought I would give it a go just to show you the kind of side that you don't really see of me on social media. My hormones are all over the place tonight. Admittedly, I have literally just cried for like 10 minutes. I have obviously assessments due, like coursework, and I'm typically okay with coursework because I can work on it in my own time. I can go over it and know that I'm going to be okay. But my hardest module I have is Cog and Bio. Like, if any of you took A-level biology, it's like that, but about 10 times as hard. And that's an in-person exam on the 12th and 14th of May, an hour and a half written. And I'm so scared for it. I did one last year in this module and it was an online multiple choice test. And I actually got a 2-2, which in uni terms is like the second to last worst grade that you can get. Now, most people would probably be happy with a 2-2. As you all know, if I don't get a first, I feel awful. And I think it really scares me because that was in a multiple choice test and now I have to write for an hour and a half about it. I got so nervous. I literally have just got off the phone with Aaron, but I got even more upset because my Wi-Fi was bad. What if I spend all my time and loads of hard work on my dissertation and my essay and everything and I get a great grade, and then this in-person Cog and Bio exam I do awful and it brings my whole grade for this year down? The content is confusing and it really scares me because I don't know how to make my brain click and get it. That's just not something that I can do. Annoyingly though, there's nothing I can do about it. I get on with it, and I think it's so much worse being someone that like genuinely tries really, really hard. I think the worst thing that I've had in all 3 years of being at uni, loads of people around me could try nowhere near as hard as I did and they would get so much better grades than me. And I know that's just the way of life and I know that's just how things are, but it really is so unfair that some people don't have to work and they're just naturally really, really good at things. Sorry, one more thing. I've just realised my head is more clear than it was when I started that video, and I honestly can't tell you guys how much making these videos helps. Even if I never end up posting them, I have so many videos of me speaking to the camera that I never end up posting. If any of you are struggling with anything, I strongly recommend just filming yourself talking about it because it really does help. Right, morning everyone. Well, it's actually kind of afternoon now. I was so tired last night. I didn't set an alarm and I ended up waking up at like 11:30 or something. I've made myself a really big cup of tea because I'm actually in a bit of like the trenches. I think my period is giving me a really bad migraine and my hay fever is getting really bad because I accidentally slept with the window open last night. My eyes are really, really puffy because I've been itching them. This is a very unflattering angle, but whatever. I am gonna spend the rest of the day just doing work. Nothing new there. So I'm actually not going to film much of it because this whole video has been me sitting at my desk. Like, none of it's interesting. So I'm going to do that and then I will be heading to the gym later. Today isn't going to be that interesting, if I'm being perfectly honest. I wasn't very motivated earlier and I was honestly almost falling asleep trying to do my work. So that's why I've made the tea. I don't have any coffee pods, so hopefully the tea gives me enough caffeine. to work with. Also, interestingly, you can't see in this lighting, I don't think. If I do this, maybe you can see it. My freckles are coming out so much on my nose. And another thing, I don't know if any of you guys remember from a couple weeks ago, I tried the new Lush cleanser. It is a game changer for me and my like milk spots that I seem to get. This is what my face looks like, and I don't have any kind of concealer or foundation on. I do still get little like blips on a few. This is scarring. It's improved it so much more, so I really hope that this isn't like a temporary thing and I have actually found something that helps with my skin. So yeah, that's all I have to say really. Okay, hi everyone. Oh, this is honestly probably gonna be close to the end of the video. I was debating filming a lot more today, but I'm not doing anything. Again, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day at my desk and then go food shopping with Aaron and then literally just watch a film tonight. Like, that's all I'm doing. I have such a bad migraine. I can barely even think properly, but I obviously wanted to include something at the end of this video so it doesn't just feel like I've given up. Yeah, I'm really sorry that the last kind of few days I haven't really done much. I was gonna take myself to the coffee shop up the road that does the really cheap coffee, but I only have £5 in my bank. I need to save that for when I get home because I'm not working at all in May, and then it's my birthday and I go on holiday with my friends in June, and I also need money to buy petrol. I actually have to save, like, any spare money that I have at the end of the week should really, yeah, so that's all I'm gonna do today. I've put a wash on because I had loads and loads of washing to do. Yeah, it's really grey outside, so I actually don't feel too bad for not doing anything. I remember I filmed A Week in My Life last year and it was literally just me in my room, so clearly nothing's changed from that. But anyway, I hope you have all enjoyed the video and it wasn't too boring, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.